Hey, this is Jay. This is a quick tutorial for building an image editor using n8n and Nano Banana. So Nano Banana is actually Google's new Gemini 2.5 Flash image that just went live this week. And it's been the so-called Photoshop killer just because it can do some pretty crazy stuff like this, where it can pretty impressively combine 3 different elements into one image. It also can do some really cool stuff that we are going to recreate. So we're going to create a simple version of this app, where we're going to take an image and take a text prompt and apply that edit and then return the resulting image. So that's what this workflow does. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to use an n8n form submit. We're going to convert the image to base64 so we can send it to the API directly and then get the result back, which is also a base64, convert it back into a binary and upload it to Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and demo this really quickly. So if I go ahead and execute this step, we'll get our form. So I'm going to say change the sweatshirt color to yellow. And I'm going to upload my profile image here and go ahead and submit. So we can close out the form. We got our binary data. You can see the image here. I'm a not yellow sweatshirt, so we're going to make it yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of this run, and hopefully we'll get an image. Go ahead and execute. And so again, it's going to convert the base64 from the image that was submitted. So converting from binary to base64, calling the API directly. Unfortunately, there's no Gemini node that works right now. We're just calling the HTTP request node instead. But with the successful completion, we should hopefully have the edited profile square. And in that case, successfully wearing a yellow sweatshirt instead of a black one. So pretty cool, pretty straightforward workflow. So I'll walk through it a little bit more, just to go over a little bit more of the detail. Again, I'm using an n8n form, which is kind of a nice place to start. So I've just called it Nano Banana. And then we have 2 fields. So the prompt field, just to be able to take the text in of the command that we want to run with the API, and then the image. So just provide the image that we want to edit. That is a file type. And then I've included the accepted file types because we're sticking with images. So just stuck with JPEG, the other spelling of JPEG, PNG, and GIF. So once that submits, you get your binary image data like this. And so once that's completed, in the next node, we are going to convert from image to base64. So you would grab, so in this case, it's called image. So you just would call this the same thing, copy and paste that over here to make sure that the input binary data field gets recognized from the left. And then it's just going to output as data on the right. And all it's doing is taking the image and base encoding it into a base64 string. So then once we do that, we're going to call the Gemini Flash 2.5 API directly. And we're going to do that with an HTTP request node. So inside that request node, we are doing a post. And then we're calling the URL. And if you go to aistudio.google.com, you will see basically what we're going to do, or basically everything you need to make this call. So you'll see something like this, hopefully. Right now they are saying, hey, you can get your API key here for free. We are running a Gemini 2.5 Flash preview right now. So if you click on API key, it will kind of give you the exact request that we're actually going to make, except for the model. So the model's not the same. We're going to update that to be the model that we're just testing with. But the rest of the structure is basically the same. I'm not going to go through it too much just because I don't want to expose my API key here. But we are calling the HTTP request node directly, and we are calling the URL. The URL is a little bit different. So you can grab this URL here, but we're just going to change the model. So the model is going to be not 2.0, but it's going to be Gemini-2.5-flash-image-preview instead. And then it's going to be generate content after that. So the rest of it's still the same. And then you would add your 2 header parameters. So you'd say specify header, content type application JSON. So that just comes directly from this content type, and then application JSON. So just split those 2 values up. And then x-goog-api-key. And that's where you put in your API key. And so the API key, again, you actually would probably set that up through Google Console. So especially if you're going to do one that's paid. So I do have a video that actually kind of walks through the whole Google client setup where you'd be able to get your API key. So it involves a little bit of work, but it's really not too bad. But that's where this API key at the bottom is going to come from. You'll have to set that up through Google Console instead, unfortunately. So once you've got your API key good to go, then that's where you would plug that in here. And then the actual request itself is going to be JSON. So after you've done your headers, you do send body. And so body content type is going to be JSON. And we are using, rather than using fields below, we're going to do using JSON. And the body is pretty close. So the JSON body is almost exactly what they've got here. So they've got an example body here. So you would copy everything inside of the single quotes. But we're going to have two parts. So our first part is going to be the text. So we want the text of our prompt of what we're trying to change, which came from the form submit. So we would drag in our prompt here to say, all right, under parts, then text, your prompt data would come in here. So you just drag prompt into that text value. And then inline data is the other part that we need, because that's where we send in our image data. So after that text object, we're going to go down to the next one and say inline data. So we'd have inline data, MIME type is image. And then the data itself is from that node that was just before this, where we converted the image into base64 data. So you just drag that data in here, and then this request would be good to go. And then this part is always the same: generation config, response modality image. So just letting it know that it needs to return an image. So once you've executed this is going to send the data off to Gemini to edit the image, and it should come back with the result like this. And really, data is the only thing we care about as a result, because then the next step is just going to do the opposite of what we did here. We're going to go back from base64 to an actual binary. And so you just drag this data in here. That's what this is. And then hopefully you would get something like this, where you can actually view the image directly to make sure that it actually converted from base64 to binary. And then once it's in binary format again, then that's all you need to do with upload image to Google. So you've got hopefully your Google Drive account connected already. That's also kind of part of the Google Console thing. You need to create a console or a client to be able to connect to Google to have access to G Drive. But most of this is all defaulted. So I went ahead and grabbed the name of the image. So I grabbed that from the on form submission. So you can get the file name here. So I just grabbed the file name here, and then I just added edited dash in front of it, just so it doesn't keep overwriting. It at least will try to modify it a little bit. You could even actually add the date or something like that if you're going to be doing this a bunch, to make sure that these always kind of stay unique. But other than that, you can update this to point to a different folder or whatever in Google Drive if you want. But otherwise, once this one executes, it just takes that image and uploads it to Google Drive, and then get something like that where the image is in Google Drive. So pretty cool. It was actually a really fun workflow to set up. So hopefully it's been helpful. I will have the entire workflow ready for download in a link below in the description. But in the meantime, let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Always looking for more comments, more content ideas. So in the meantime, yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.